Well, hello guys, our phone is buzzing. This is Girl Got Game, and welcome back to Backstage Pass, where we're gonna do John's route, finally. I'm starting a little early because we run into him where he's kind of a gallant knight, but kind of also a bit of a dick to us, so... But anyway, let's refresh our memories a bit with Mr. John Brandon. So, as we heard, my phone buzzed with another text right as class ends.
Hey Sean, John called. Says I need to show up early for the show tonight, so I'm going on ahead. I'll see you there.
The concert hall is a fairly short bus ride from the campus, so I grab my makeup case and head out. As I step off the bus, I can see that people are already lining up. Wow, has Adam really gotten this popular in less than a year? I still remember his first performance at the coffee shop that forgot he was even going to be there. I move past the crowd and approach one of the smaller doors on the side, but it's blocked by a burly man in a security guard jacket that's one size too small for him. I strongly suspect that the jacket was the largest option available.
No entry. You'll have to go line up in the front.
Oh, I'm part of the crew.
The crew's already all inside setting up. No one is allowed in through here.
No, well, I mean, I'm Adam's makeup artist. The guard rolls his eyes and smiles at me patronizingly.
Well, you can go see Adam once the front door's open, okay?
Nearby, the people lining up have started staring curiously.
What's she doing?
I think she's trying to sneak in. I'm not lying. If you don't let me in...
Don't make me use force.
The guard draws himself up to full height, and before I know it, I've already shrunk away from him. Our conflict has attracted an even larger group of spectators. One girl jabs her friend in the ribs. Get your phone and record this, it's hilarious!
I'm totally posting this to YouTube.
My heart tightens and I suddenly find it hard to breathe. My brain begins to race as soon as I realize what's happening. I have to get out of here before things get worse. I take a halting step away from the guard, but a firm hand rests on my shoulder.
It's alright. She's in.
John! John drapes his arm over my shoulder, pulling me towards his chest affectionately. You think things are gonna start off well here, but no cigar.
This girl is Adam's makeup artist. She's on the list.
His eyes twinkle and he gives me an approving nod. The security guard looks disappointed. I wonder if he was looking forward to throwing me out. There we go, there's that money shot I wanted to see. I give the guard a small, apologetic smile, but he doesn't make eye contact.
Sorry about that, Mr. Brandon. You know how it is.
That I do, and we're mighty grateful you're so strict.
John gives him a quick salute. That's a good picture too, actually. John pats my shoulder.
So, shall we head inside? I'm sure Adam's waiting for you.
Yeah. Security guard steps aside to let the two of us in. Thanks. I turned to offer John my thanks, but his expression has hardened.
Why didn't you call? I gave you my mobile number for a reason.
Oh, right. I figured he gave it to me out of politeness more than anything else. I'm sorry, I didn't want to bother you.
Well, that's not true at all.
Yes, it is. His face tightens for a moment. Did I say something wrong?
Sean, do you know what bothers me? Not having a makeup artist bothers me. Getting a ring on the phone, not so much.
I didn't have a choice. That guard...
The guard was doing his job. What about you? You looked ready to turn tail and hide when a simple call would have set everything right.
I feel tears welling up in my eyes, but I blink them back. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't be crying over something like this. My breathing is getting shallower. The words I want to say stick in my throat, but I finally manage to speak. I'm kind of shy about...
That's not shyness, it's selfishness. You're uncomfortable doing something, so instead of pushing through, you hide behind your own insecurity.
His voice is so cold. He doesn't even sound angry, just tired.
I'm not the one who chose you. Adam did, and you were about to let him down.
At the mention of Adam's name, I suddenly feel my temper flare up. Shut up! I step in front of him and spin around to block his way. John eyes me with a mixture of disappointment and weariness. I can feel the tears heating up my eyes again, but John either doesn't notice or care.
What do you want, Sean? Should I coddle you and tell you it's okay to run away? I'm not your nanny.
I want you to shut up. I clench my fists, holding myself back from the punch I so dearly want to place in his face. John places his hands in his pockets. He looks resigned, as if he's given up on me. Suit yourself. He walks past me without even making eye contact. John and I haven't traded many words before. This is probably the longest conversation we've had. This is the only conversation we've had, now that I think about it, and I already hate him. I've sworn to loathe him for all eternity. After a few steps, John stops to stare at the bright lights in the ceiling. He turns his head slightly and rolls his eyes in my direction. Adam's down there, by the way. Try not to be late. He turns and walks down the hall without bothering to wait for my response. I relax my fists and take a deep breath, trying to subdue my anger. As I watch John walk away, I can feel my fingers curling up tight into a fist again. I turn on my heel and stalk towards Adam's dressing area. I slam my makeup case into the ground with a frustrated grunt.
Whoa.
Adam takes a small step back as soon as he sees my face.
What happened?
I swallow hard and attempt to smile. Sorry, the security guard wouldn't let me in.
And then?
John let me in. I grit my teeth as I say his name.
Is that all?
Adam searches my face carefully. I quickly wipe away a stray tear still hanging in the corner of my eye. If only he were clean enough to spit upon. There. Now that's all.
That bad, huh?
There was a big crowd out front, and the security guard looked like he wanted to send me to jail. I nearly had a panic attack.
Does John know about you in crowds?
I shake my head. I don't want him pitying me. But then he had to come save me anyway, and I almost cried. I'm so stupid.
Don't say that. You're the smartest person I know.
Thanks, but that doesn't change what happened. I've been worrying about Dad all day and trying not to. Add to that, trying to figure out finances, and I guess this just kind of pushed me over the line. Of all things. I pull out my makeup case and open it with a sigh. We'd better get you ready. I'm late enough as it is. Adam nods and sits down. He knows better than to try to push the issue. As I wipe Adam's face clean, I can tell he still wants to ask me something. Yes?
So about your dad?
Oh, yes. They still don't know what happened, but he's stable. My anger quickly dissolves at the thought of my father safe and alive. Adam's shoulders relax and he smiles.
Good. It's been on my mind all day, you know.
You don't have to worry about us.
Your dad's a cool guy and you're my best friend. Of course I'm going to worry.
I know, it's just...
Ugh.
Adam cuts me off.
It's just nothing. I'm going to worry about you whether you like it or not. How many years have we known each other?
I kinda lost count.
Exactly. So none of this don't worry about me nonsense.
He stands and brushes himself off.
Anyway, it's go time.
He gives me a thumbs up.
Wish me luck.
Like you need it. And with that, I think we'll skip ahead again until the next scene. I think it'll be when John tries to be chivalrous again and offers us a ride. We shall see, though. Okay, we just finished some work for Lloyd Newton, and we're stepping outside, so certain gentlemen should show up. Whoa. The sky outside is already completely dark. Did I really spend all day in here? A blast of chilly wind makes a shiver race through my body. Cold. John appears behind me. I can't tell if he's angry or amused. Instantly, my muscles tighten. I turn away from him before he can see my face. What are you doing here? I speak slowly, trying to make my voice sound calm. It sounds more accusing than anything else. John curls a strand of his bangs around his finger and gazes at it idly. Why are you so dramatic?
Lloyd's an old mate of mine. I was just popping by to see how filming went.
My mind connects the dots quickly. You're the one who gave him my contact info.
I'd be lying if I said no.
Why? I thought I was selfish and unreliable.
You are the only makeup artist in the area I know, and it was rather an emergency.
So I'm his last resort. Better than nothing, I guess. I pull my sweater tight around my shoulders and march toward the bus stop.
Where are you going?
My school. Why do you care?
Do you need a lift?
What? You're offering me a ride?
It's cold out and you need a lift. I can provide one. It's no more complex than that.
So now you're a gentleman.
You'd prefer it otherwise.
Should I go with him? Yes. I really don't want to accept anything from John, but practicality wins out. The sooner I get back, the sooner I can sleep. Fine, why not? Let's go.
Well then, let's get you back, shall we?
Oh, hello. Got another picture of him driving. The ride back feels uncomfortably quiet.
I hope work went well for you today. Don't be shy.
Are you trying to aggravate me?
No.
He responds placidly. You know, I'm not good with people like you are. I get scared when there are too many people around.
If you think I'm good with people, I must be a better actor than I thought.
You're not scared when you film, are you?
That look in his eye, like, ugh. I'm terrified.
He almost looks hurt that I'd suggest anything else.
Acting is about being vulnerable. About showing the most raw parts of yourself and hoping that people don't walk all over it.
I'm kind of uncomfortable with how long he's staring at us. You're driving, man.
When I was first cast as Knight, I was certain that everyone would hate my performance. At that point in time, I was entirely unheard of. I spent hours pacing back and forth in my tiny flat, wondering if I even should have accepted the role in the first place. It was the chance to finally be known, or ruin my career entirely.
But I thought everyone loved you as Knight.
Everyone but me. Every time I watch it, I see things that make me cringe. There's a lot I would do differently now. Still, there's no sense in dwelling on the past. Onward and upward.
I'm sure you did great.
You haven't seen it.
I'm afraid not. Sorry.
No need to apologize. It's not a requirement to know me. I don't think it aired... Good grief. I don't think it aired outside of the UK anyway.
I've seen DVDs on sale around here. I'd like to check it out.
Don't bother unless you like fantasy and Brits. You don't have to watch it on my account.
Who doesn't like fantasy and Brits? You sound like you don't want me to see it.
The character Knight is such a legendary hero, I'm rather eclipsed by him. I suppose that I'm trying to escape from him, but after 3 seasons, it's difficult to get audiences to see me as anyone else.
His eyes grow distant, and for a moment I see a hint of disappointment on his face.
But the truth is, if I can't escape the image of a single character, then I'm not a good enough actor. But that's neither here nor there. This is your university, yes?
Yeah, this is it. Thanks. I head straight to bed as soon as I get back to my dorm. Today was much more exhausting than I expected. The added surprise of seeing John was especially exhausting. He doesn't seem that mad at me, but I still get the feeling he looks down on me. Ugh, I just want to forget about him. Well, it's Friday night, so I get to sleep in. Maybe I'll dream about John Brandon. Blech. Anyway, I think that's it until we start working on our schedule. If I'm wrong, though, I'll bring you back, guys. Okay, no, that was it until our schedule. So, we got our schedule set out for now. John's stats that he wants us to do is fashion, obviously, because of work. And fitness is the secondary stat, which I kind of would have guessed, because you need to be pretty fit to work in the industry, so... we'll go with that for now, and see what happens. It'd be interesting to do a lot of work on vice versa for a change.
I trust by now you've all purchased your necessary texts. Remember that it's not enough to merely purchase the book. You'll have to read it for it to have any effect. Remember to go through your things regularly and use them, or you'll find yourself very disappointed.
Professor Guvald has a point. I should look through my stuff and make sure I actually use it. Hooray! Work went well the first day. Oh, and we ran very well? Cool. Today seems like a good day to go for a jog around campus. I start slowly enjoying the fresh air and the time alone. I turn the corner and see Professor Meridia carrying a stack of cardboard boxes. She can barely see over the top of the stack, and it's obvious from her carefully placed steps that whatever she's carrying is heavy. Professor, let me help you with that. I jog up to her and lift one of the boxes from her arms.
Thank you. You look familiar. Are you in one of my classes?
Calculus 1. My name's Sian.
Well, thank you very much, Sean. You didn't have to do this.
I don't mind. I'm trying to get a little exercise in anyway.
Good choice. A lot of first years tend to get caught up in schoolwork or socializing. A good workout is crucial for your health, and it helps to keep you from getting too stressed.
Professor Meridia leads me through the front door of the school library. She places her box on a nearby table and breathes a sigh of relief.
Oh. You could leave that there.
I hoist the box onto the table next to her. Need anything else?
No, that's all I need for now.
What's in all these boxes anyway?
Books, study guides, and other materials for the grad student group study.
That sounds nice. I don't suppose there's anything like that for us underclassmen?
If you're looking for extra help with your studies, there's a freshman tutoring session in the library every Monday night.
Thanks, I'll check it out. I wave a quick goodbye to Professor Meridia and resume my jog around the campus. Right, I should go and do those tutor sessions early on so I can unlock the VG zone for later dates. Benito is already waiting for me when I arrive at the coffee shop. Hey, my old boo.
Sean, over here.
He puts down a deck of cards in his hand to wave at me.
How are you?
I'm fine. He tilts his head and inspects me carefully as I sit down across from him.
You need to get better sleep.
He returns to shuffling his deck of cards idly, stopping occasionally to glance at the top card. I get plenty of sleep.
I didn't say more sleep. I said better sleep. Something's on your mind and it's keeping you from sleeping well.
There's just a lot going on right now.
Do you want to talk about it?
He checks the top card of the deck and frowns. Probably not the card he was hoping for. I'm not sure how to tell him that I'd rather not talk about it, but he seems to realize that.
It's fine. In your own time. Anyway, did you start that blog like I suggested?
No. I mean, yeah, but I don't really see how writing a bunch of articles online is going to make money.
Well, it's kind of a slow burn sort of thing, but if you keep writing regularly, you'll get more hits. At this point in time, you really need to just keep writing. The more content you have, the better. Got it?
Yeah, thanks.
Any questions?
What exactly was the job you had for me?
Ah, that.
He pulls out his deck of cards and begins shuffling it again, this time faster than before.
I've got this thing coming up at a fancy hotel. They want me to entertain the guests for a night and see how it goes.
That's great, congratulations. Benito waves off my congratulations.
It's not as exciting as you think. I offer to work pro bono. I think they were more excited about the prospect of free entertainment than me. I was just wondering if you wanted to be my makeup artist for the show. Looks are everything, after all. I'll still pay you, of course.
Are you sure you need my help? You seem to be doing fine on your own. Benito grimaces.
Drawing on a bit of eyeliner really isn't the same as a professional job. I can't afford to cut any corners on this one.
Well, I'd be happy to help.
Great. It's next Friday night. I'll text you the details later.
Benito hands me a shiny business card embossed with gold script. I think the card costs more than the drinks here. Thank you. I'll see you then. I stand up to leave, but I'm suddenly struck by a question. Hey, can I ask you something?
Anything you want.
Why did you call me here if you could have just texted me about all of this?
I wanted to see how you were doing with my own eyes. You're definitely the kind of girl who would lie and say you're doing okay just to be polite.
Am I really that transparent?
Well, from the look of it, whatever you were worried about isn't as bad as before. I'm glad. I hope things continue to get better. See you on Friday.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring John to you and see what you can observe about him for me. You're my go-to guy for all the dates I have. Yeah, man, this week has been just wonderful. We've succeeded at everything. I open my eyes slowly. The sun's already shining and my alarm clock didn't go off. Must be a Saturday. I stare at the ceiling. I really don't want to move right now. I'm about to throw the covers back over my head when I hear a knock on the door. I shuffle to the door and peer through the eye hole. Aha!
Morning, Sean. Wanna hang out?
I glance at my desk. I haven't finished my homework yet.
Neither have I. Wanna hang out?
Figures. Fine, what did you have in mind?
That bookstore we went to the other day is attached to a mall. Interested?
I'm not sure.
School just started and it's not holiday season yet. I figure traffic will be low. And I thought if we went together it might be easier on you, since you'd be with someone you know.
Well, that's true. I'll have to explore eventually, and I would feel a lot better if you came with me.
Then it's settled. Whoa, this place is huge.
I've never been to a mall with 2 floors before. Adam and I stare at the mall's spacious interior with awestruck wonder.
Everything is so shiny.
And huge. People push past us, ignoring the gaping mouths and wide-eyed expressions of the 2 island kids. I feel like an idiot, but Adam doesn't seem to mind in the slightest.
This is going to be great.
The 2 of us make our way through the mall, walking slowly from one store to the next. In the brightly lit store windows, skinny mannequins show off the latest fashions. I stop to inspect one. Its neck is laden down with several necklaces strung out with large beads. How on earth could someone wear that much jewelry? Wouldn't your neck hurt? Adam crosses his arms and ponders the question.
Maybe she works out.
I don't think that's it.
It was worth a guess.
It doesn't seem like you were trying that hard.
So?
No way! Are you Adam Eaton?
A girl rushes up to us, an excited glint in her eye.
Sure am.
I am such a big fan. You know, I was following you on Facebook long before you released Late Sleeper.
Cool. I'm glad you like my stuff.
The girl reaches into her purse and digs around looking for something.
I don't want to be too annoying or anything, but if I could get an autograph, that would totally make my life.
Adam waits patiently for her to find her pen. I can see a few other people looking at us now.
Hey, can I get an autograph too?
Looks like Adam's attracted a lot of attention. Again. I take a few paces back and duck into one of the clothing stores. I'd rather be out of the way when the flood of fans comes. Unfortunately, in my eagerness to avoid the crowd, I back straight into someone else. Oh, sorry. I spin around and come face to face with Matthew, furtively ducking behind a rack of clothing. Oh, hi. Matthew, right?
Huh?
Matthew stares at me, and for a moment I see panic flash in his eyes.
You're that girl from the studio.
Sean.
Sean, right.
He stares at the ground and shuffles his feet back and forth.
Sorry again about all that. You know.
It's forgiven. He's still not making eye contact with me. In fact, he keeps glancing over my shoulder as if he's expecting to see someone. Is everything alright?
Yeah, I'm just, hiding.
You seem to be making a habit out of it. His face turns a pale shade of pink.
I'm not trying.
Who are you hiding from this time? More scary girls? His face flushes red.
Maybe.
Well, my friend over there seems to be getting most of the attention right now. He's visibly relieved.
Oh, good. Maybe they won't notice me.
Why are you so worried anyway? He glances over my shoulder again. What are you looking at? I spin around to see what he keeps staring at.
No.
He grabs my shoulder, but it's too late. I'll never get sick of this picture. Whoa. A floor-to-ceiling poster of Matthew adorned in little more than delicate gold chains stares back at me. Flowing script labels him the Golden Prince. Wow. You, that's princely. I nod to emphasize my point. I never thought about these posters before, but there's something a little awkward about standing next to the guy who's in it.
Thanks. It's from the summer campaign. I didn't think it would still be up.
You don't like it?
It doesn't make any sense. How can you advertise clothing if the model isn't even wearing any?
I think the point is to advertise being attractive.
Oh, but I'm not.
Are you kidding? You don't sound very happy about any of this. I thought people liked being models.
No, I like it. I mean, I do enjoy the work. It's just everything else. Like having to see this every time I come to the mall.
What started as a pinkish blush is rapidly turning into a deep red.
And then people recognize me and everyone talks to me. They keep looking at me.
Wow, I've never met anyone with this much trouble with people except, well, me. I hate it when I'm the center of attention too. Matt looks at me hopeful.
You do?
Yeah, I have a lot of trouble in crowds, especially when people are watching. Sometimes if there are too many, I panic.
My mom always said it was my biggest flaw.
I don't think it's a flaw. It might be a hurdle. It's hard to make friends sometimes, and sometimes you're scared, but it's not a flaw.
I still wish I could get rid of it.
I'm sure you can handle it. I mean, you're talking with me right now and I'm a girl. His eyes widen in realization. See? Talking with a girl isn't so bad.
Well, you're different.
How so?
You're not asking me for anything.
Girls aren't always asking for stuff, you know. How many girls have you even met? Matthew silently counts out on his fingers and stops at 2. Really? Well, 2 isn't really a good sample size now, is it? Maddie, there you are! A girl with silken locks and perfect skin bounds up to us and quickly entwines her arm around Matthew's. She carries herself with the grace and precision of a trained model, but she's a lot shorter than other models I've seen.
Hey.
She pouts, showing off her perfectly full lips. Where have you been? I was looking all over for you. And who's this? She turns to look at me and flashes a winning smile. The smile doesn't extend past her perfectly aligned teeth, and everything about her body language is telling me to back away. Sean, I'm just a stranger, I guess. Well, my name's Nicole. If you're talking to Maddie, I'm sure you recognize me too. No? She looks horrified. But I'm the Golden Princess! I look back into the store and see a row of posters in the back featuring Matthew and Nicole, chained together with delicate strands of gold. The two of them stare seductively at anyone who walks by, their intense gazes promising luxury and beauty for anyone who can afford it. Seeing them in person is kind of surreal. I don't think I'll ever understand marketing. When we met on set, it was love at first sight. He was my prince in the photo shoot, and now he's my prince in real life too. Matthew's clearly uncomfortable, but Nicole nestles her head against his arm with a contented giggle. She gives his arm a tug and drags him towards the exit. Come on, honey, let's get going.
But bye.
Matthew begins to wave goodbye, but Nicole cuts his farewell short and drags him away. A girlfriend? Really? That was the last thing I expected from Matthew. Nicole's shorter than I'd expect for a model, but her hair and face are a perfect match for Matthew's. I wonder if she got the job because she matches him.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
I thought I lost you. Where'd you go?
Just in here. I didn't want to be in the way.
Sorry about that. That was the opposite of what I wanted for today. I didn't think anyone would recognize me.
I'm not sure you can afford to think that way anymore.
I know. It's just weird, you know? It hasn't really fully set in yet. Sometimes when I wake up, I wonder why I can't hear the ocean. Then I remember that I'm not home anymore.
For a moment, I see a bit of melancholy behind his normally cheerful exterior. He's been working so hard this past year, he hasn't really had a chance to take a break or come to terms with his new life. Adam shakes his head.
I guess it's just something I'll have to get used to. Let's get back to exploring, yeah?
Sure. Adam and I resume our stroll through the mall, but nothing else catches our attention.
Well, that's enough for today, I guess. Back to campus?
Back to campus. Adam drops me off at my room. Thanks for today.
No problem. I had fun.
Don't forget you have that photo shoot next Tuesday.
What? Oh, right. Yeah, thanks.
Anytime. Come in and see our shops at the mall. We got mail, student grant. Miss Sean Gooden, after a careful review of your student grant application, we are pleased to inform you that you qualify for our Students in Need grant. Your tuition will be waived so long as you maintain a grade point average of 2.0 or higher. Your GPA will be checked on a monthly basis. Failure to maintain your grade may result in loss of your grant or expulsion. Welcome to Steel City University. This message board is for students to connect with each other and discuss anything that interests you. Please try to use common sense when posting. This is not a board for porn, illegal downloads, or hate speech, everyone. Hey, we got a little smidgen of a heart with Mr. John already. Wow, who'd have thunk it? And we also have an encyclopedia. And there shouldn't be anything in our wardrobe. Should we call John and see what happens? This is gonna go so badly. Why am I calling you?
Hello.
Hi, John? I was wondering if you wanted to go out somewhere today.
Is this a work outing?
No.
Then I'll have to pass.
Oof. Better luck next time. That was cold. Cold, I tell you. Should I go shopping? Today seems like a nice day to go to the mall. I'm not sure I'm still up for being around that many people alone. Better take Adam along. Oh no. Dude, I'm sorry that we had to go to the mall twice in one day.
Ooh, Brains and Puzzles here actually has the newest volume of Planetost, and the full season set of Knight Errant.
Hooray, Knight Errant. You sound excited.
Is it my fault that we had to wait for months to get anything back home?
At least it taught you patience.
No, it taught me that I don't like waiting.
Naturally. A woman with a clipboard approaches us. Excuse me, would you like to take a short survey? You'll be entered to win one of several prizes like a new car. Adam and I look at each other and he shrugs.
Sure, why not? We don't have anywhere to be.
The woman looks relieved. From the look of her clipboard, she hasn't gotten many takers. So do you or any of your family members work in the movie, music, or entertainment industry? Well, I'm a makeup artist. Does that count? She glances down at the near empty list of names on her clipboard. It should be fine.
I'm afraid I'm a professional singer, though.
Oh. Never mind then. Thanks anyway, you two. What about me? I thought you said I counted. Unfortunately, if you have a family member in the industry, you can't take part. And since your brother is...
Oh, I'm not her brother.
You aren't? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just that you two really look like siblings. I mean...
It's fine. We get that all the time.
But that's great. It means I can still give you the survey. She flips through her clipboard eagerly and reads off the first question. How many movies have you seen in theaters in the past 2 months? I quickly reviewed the last 2 months of my life. Most of it was consumed with Adam's summer tour. None. She raises an eyebrow and checks off a box on the sheet of paper in front of her. Well, that pretty much negates the rest of the questions, so I guess we're done. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. No, it's fine. We're looking for responses, not people who watch movies. Now if I could get your email address, we'll be all set. She offers me a pen and I write down my address on the bottom of the sheet. Thank you so much. She heads off to solicit more survey responses from people as they pass by.
That was nice of you.
It wasn't anything, really.
Do you think you'll win anything?
I've never won a raffle in my life. Luck is for other people like you.
I'm sure I've got enough luck for the both of us.
Where should I shop today? I wanted to go to Brains and Puzzles, because there's a movie. Where is it? Knight Errant, the complete collection. The popular fantasy series about a young man tasked with protecting Camelot after the passing of King Arthur. Buy that. And special stuff. What am I getting, John? Nothing from here. I need this as well. And I'll get a journal. Why not? Done. As I head out the door, a young woman comes barreling around the corner. Ah! She skids to a halt, stopping a hair's breadth away from knocking me over. Are you okay? The woman steadies herself and fixes her jacket. Yeah, I'm fine, just didn't see you there. She glances at the book I just purchased. Hey, Rivenwell Online. Nice. I work for them, you know. Are you part of the development team? Nah, nothing like that. Marketing. Social media mostly. It's my job to promote the game and get new players. If you're playing Rivenwell online, I see I'm doing my job. Oh, I don't actually play. Seriously? If you've got enough free cash lying around that you can just buy books for games you don't play, I've got a better deal for you. The woman ignores me and pulls out a sheet of paper. She scribbles on an address on it and tucks it into the front cover of my book. The stuff there is pretty expensive, but I'm sure you can handle it. Stuff where? At the shop. What does it sell? The woman taps her foot. Stuff. Weren't you listening? Okay. Anyway, I'm in a hurry, so I'm out. Later! She waves and marches into the bookstore without bothering to wait for me to respond. I look at the address she left in my book. A shop that sells stuff. How useful. It's a shop where you buy stuff. Question mark. Right, and now we're on to another week.